Dosso! Dosso! Oi, Dosso!
Oi, Dosso, what are you doing?
What?
Mate, the live stream starts in 45 seconds.
45 seconds?
45 friggin' seconds.
Hurry up, cook! 15 seconds!
G'day guys, welcome back to the live stream. I didn't change the logos of the intro video because I couldn't be bothered, if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be straight down the line with you. Coolco's not here with me, so it's just us for the night. So send all the questions in the world that you can down the bottom, because I'm going to be chatting to you guys all night. That's who I'm going to be bouncing off. It's just me and you. My tip for tonight, I'm going to go with the Giants by 28 points. I reckon they're going to get home. Didn't have pizza, I had fish and chips for dinner. But I got some Tim Tams, got some Greens cookies as well. Has anyone ever had these cookies before? Greens. I reckon they're as good as they get. And I've also got a nice little tea to get us through the evening. But whack down your questions, because it's just us. It's just me and you. So I'm going to be bouncing off yous all night. But how have you been? What's been going on? Yeah, let me know. That is way too hot. I'm a real milky tea drinker. I like it when it gets nice and milky. I don't like people who have their teas brown. Footy nerds, where's Cook? Cook was going to be on, but I think he got a little bit ill with about an hour to the stream, so I didn't have enough time to get on to anybody, so it's just us. I do have the guitar though, so if worse comes to worse, we whip the guitar out, because that's a real bonding experience, isn't it? Michael, I'm a huge fan, love your videos. Thanks, Michael, I appreciate the support, mate. The game is just about to start, so I'm going to whack the scores on. Here we go. The Giants, they'll get home. 28 points. Nicky Haynes. Been a lot about Hainesy in all the pre-game. Is it his 150th or something? I've seen a lot of chatter about Hainesy during the week. He's probably an All-Australian defender this year, isn't he? Gabrielle, Carlton going to get Canelio? Jeez, it's a great question. Connor Rogers was telling me that they are, so potentially. The Greens Cooks. That's how. Oh yeah, Cook is here tonight in biscuit form. Yodos predictions for the Premiers and Brownlow. Well, yeah, Premiers. It's completely open at this stage, isn't it? I hope the Cats don't. I sort of hope the Lions don't either, because I don't know. I'm not on that fairy tale ending this season. I'd rather probably West Coast or someone like that get over the line, but probably West Coast for mine. I think if they get a home final and get a game over there, I think they'll be all right. News top 4 goes prediction for the top 4. Riley Burke goes, do you feel lonely, Dosso? I do, actually. I do feel a little bit lonely. Prediction for the top 4. I'm going to get the current ladder up now and just have a quick look, have a quick cheat. Well, the Tigers are 4th at the moment. Do we think they stay in there? Giants pressing. The Pies. Well. On 48. A game out of the top 4. A couple of years ago, round 23, the D's just needed one more win to make finals. All they needed to do was beat the Pies. The Pies were down and out, had an awful season, and they pipped us, and we finished 9th by 0.5 of a percent. Wouldn't it be nice for us to knock off the Pies on the weekend and make their top 4 chances that little bit more difficult? Top 4. So I don't reckon the Cats drop out of the top 2. but I don't reckon the top spot's sewn up just yet. The Cats aren't in great form. Alright, I'm going to go West Coast, Geelong, Brisbane, and then Tigers. So I reckon the only thing that's going to swap at the moment is West Coast and Geelong. That is my top 4. Thanks for the $2 news top 4. That's what his YouTube name was. Yeah, Berkey, I'm really out in the deep end tonight. 3 hours of me talking to myself. It's not going to be easy. Where's the Charizard? I need some chatter from the Charizard. I've been playing a lot of AFL Evolution today, so I've been in this room all arvo. So my head's throbbing at the moment. But nothing a Green's cookie can't fix. O'Brien lining up for the first for the Hawks. Lockie Keefe and O'Brien, 2 of the tallest players in the comp. $9 PK. Jack Stephen looking to trade to Geelong. Happening or not? I reckon it's happening. Grew up in Lorne. That's about half away from Geelong. But where do the Cats get this never-ending salary cap from? How do you get Danger, Ablett, Jack Stephen, Dalhouse? I know he's not on $1 billion a year, but where are they getting all this money from? We need some sort of investigation. Chaos, those cookies are amazing. Honestly, Greens. Get on Greens. I've also got tried and true Tim Tams, but Greens are the one at the moment. They're hot. They are doing bits and pieces for my taste buds. Michaela, thank God you're here, Michaela, because I'm all alone. Thank God you've rocked up. What's up, Caden? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, not too bad. I filmed most of today, so Fridays are usually a day where I can set myself up for the next week. So filmed most of today. I filmed a footy golf behind the scenes video where I chatted about what happened in footy golf, and I filmed. Oh, that's out on the full. The Hawks are going to get another look here. I filmed a couple of AFL Evolution. So I don't know, when I'm hot on my Fridays and I pump out some content, it can really set me up for the next week. So yeah, today I was just filming bits and pieces in this little shed, but also I'm trying to get Back Pocket Plugger all done and dusted. New song coming out Thursday. Back Pocket Plugger. Yeah, so we got a little bit of planning to do to get that done, but it's been a long time coming. Like the idea of Back Pocket Plugger started, it was me and Rog when I was living at his, so that's at least a year ago, and we just get the guitar out, do random chords and sing to, just make stuff up on the spot. So I was just playing these random chords, and Rog started singing about like a back pocket plugger, like a back pocket sort of battler. And I'm like, I'm going to make that a real song. And he goes, do it. So a little while later, I started working on it with Mikey D from the Talkie Boys, who produces, and it took 3 or 4 months, but we finally got there. Had a little bit of help from, Cackling Jack from Hamish and Andy. So I went to his house, and because he works at Gold with me and Rog, and we see him around the offices, and he gets around some of the videos. We went to his house, and he helped write a little bit. So yeah, just trying to get Back Pocket Plugger. Is this Mitch Lewis? Hawthorn are going to kick the first 2 goals of the game. He's marked at top of the goal square. Is this Lewis? This isn't Lewis. Who's this? Is this an Irishman? Who is this unit? Number 11 having a shot for the Hawks. Because he's kicked it. And the Hawks have kicked the first 2. But yeah, Back Pocket Plugger, it's coming. Thursday. Get excited. A day after my birthday. My birthday's on Wednesday. So, good little present to finally get this done. 12 months in the making, this song. Why are you called Mud, please? So the boys last year used to call me Mud Guts because I had a dad bod. That's why I'm Mud. So some of the boys call me Muddy, just for a laugh. Adelaide said, Adelaide the best Go Crows or whatever the name is, said, I went to Jack's house ages ago. Yeah, I did. It would have been like probably summer, almost, where me and Roz went to Jack's to help write this song. Like, Back Pocket Plugger has taken that long to finally get up and running, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. We just need a couple more things to be filmed next week, and the song and video will be out on Thursday. So I just can't wait for it to be done because it's taken so long, and I'm excited about it. Like, Cook on the podcast said, under promise, over deliver, but I want as many people to know that it's coming out by Thursday so we can get heaps of eyes on the channel for that initial drop. Connor Nash is what people were saying. Connor Nash. He's Irish, isn't he? Well, he's kicked the second for the Hawks, and they are on top at the moment. Jay Gromira talking a bit of trash to the mummifier. So yeah, whack down heaps of questions, guys. It's just me for the whole game. So we'll talk a bit of footy, we'll talk a bit of YouTube, bit of chit chatter, bit of 1-2, bit of here if you need. Yeah, well, I've got no one else to talk to. Cookson was a late out, unfortunately, and it was just going to be me and him tonight. So it's just MacDonald, but we'll be right. What's the song about? The song is about, it's so dumb, but the song's about like a reserves footballer, battler, someone who is just loyal to the football club, and it's just a little story about him, a little story about a local footballer. I reckon we all know a back pocket plugger. Someone who always plays in the twos but loves football, like loves the ones. Probably should have given it up when he peaked at 16, but he's still out there giving it a crack. That's what it's about. Jeez, how good is tea? Luke, do you like Pipstar? We started a bit of YouTube beef, unfortunately. So in the podcast, I said, people say there's no views in AFL content, but here is Pipstar, this new channel, well, newish. It's been around for a little bit, but it's starting to really pop now. This new channel called Pipstar, putting out content, getting like 120,000 views in a week. So I brought that up to Cookson on the podcast, and we sort of watched a couple of videos, and they're just little compilation videos that, aren't, the production value isn't outrageous. And Cook sort of goes, like, it's shit content, as in, like, the effort. So that makes it sound like we don't like it. We absolutely love it. I reckon it's elite that Pipstar... Well, long story short, we do like Pipstar. I like him anyway. I like the channel. I reckon it's sick that, like, footy content can get that many views by a page that isn't an AFL. Like, it's not an official AFL page, and it's getting hundreds of thousands of views. So I like Pipstar, but we would like. I think Cook was initially commenting on how it's just really just a montage of game footage, but it's sick. Like, yeah. If you haven't seen it, which I reckon you guys have, get around it. Pipstar on the tube, putting on a tubing clinic at the moment. Views falling out of his little pippy star. Not sure what that means. Tea or coffee? It's a tea. It's a tea. Adelaide Crows the best. Anyone could make it, but it's great content. Yeah. Yeah. So it came across in the podcast. Cook was talking to me about it the other day. He's like, I feel really bad how it came across. It came across as if Cook was like, it's shit content. Like, we don't believe that. Like, it is bringing that many views to the AFL scene, if you want to call it a scene. Yeah, that's unreal. It's so sick. But yeah, it's cool. He's cracked the code, Pipstar. He's absolutely cracked the code. I reckon it's unreal. What else? What are you saying? Who's your favourite player that you've met? Sam Wiedemann, one of the nicest blokes I've ever met. One of the greats. Lyndon Dunn, one of the greats. Who else has been really good? Met Richo the other day. Absolute legend. The big Richo man. Yeah. Jeez, these green cookies are that good. 150 people sticking around for the DOS man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Where's the Charizard? Jeez, Nick Haynes is absolutely urinating blood out of his scone. Get that man off the ground. Next stream, can you show the tally? I wish, like that'd be cool, but I'd just get copyrighted, I reckon. CJ on the ball. That's in the back. That is in the back. That should have been a free kick to the poo. And now the Giants are going to rock and roll. Might commentate the second half. That might be what it takes. Good start by the Hawks so far. What else? What else are you guys saying? Did you go to school with any current AFL players? Bit of a name drop session here. Jermaine Jones plays for the Catters. He went to our school, left in around year 9 or 10. He was a couple of years younger than me, but he left. Oh, the poo rolling in. And the first 3 goals for the Hawks. Bloody hell. Giants are choking. Jermaine Jones went to our school. Taya Miles, who plays for the Hawks, went to Oberon, but a few years older than me that went to my school in Geelong was like, you know, the Delaney's, like Cameron Delaney and Luke Delaney, who played for the Saints in North, and then there was Travis Boak. I probably should have started with Travis Boak. Like when you go to name drop, why am I starting with the Delaney's when I could have started with Travis Boak and Paddy Dangerfield? Paddy Dangerfield went to our school. Anyway, enough name dropping from MacDonald. Warples had 6 early. Whitfield 6, Sicily 5. Sicily just eats the pill, doesn't he? I thought Jermaine Jones grew up near Portland. Yeah, so he grew up... I'm not sure where he grew up, to be honest, but he went to Oberon from like year 7 to year 9, and him and his family moved down to Portland. Not Portland, where was it? They moved down to Hayward, I think it's called. But yeah, Jermaine Jones, ripper. I hope he gets more of a gig in the future. Hawks, 3 goals. Who predicted this? Where is Cooko? Will D's win? Is it Earl Grey tea? I love Pipstar and Mud and Cooko. Oscar, you're a champion. Cook's a little bit ill. He can't rock up tonight. Will the D's win? They will. I don't know the difference in tea. I think, is it an English breakfast or... I don't know. It's just a black tea. I don't know. It says extra strong, if that means anything, but it's a Tetley's. And it's going down an absolute Terry treat. I can't remember your other questions either. You don't answer me questions. Well, I'm sorry, Oakley. I'll get onto it. Dorothy, the dinosaur. If you could choose one player in the league to come to Melbourne, who would it be? Jeez, I don't know. What do we need? Happy with our backline. We don't need a backman. Maybe a bit of run off the backline, but I'm hoping Cade Kolajasny can be that bloke. Look at Hayner. Looking like Voldemort. We need a bit of pace. So, O'Brien slipped in the ruck. Yeah, that burst run. Well, I don't know. Well, apparently we're trying to get Brad Hill. Handy if we could get a Brad Hill. We need some outside run and carry. I love like a Sard off the back flank. Connor McKenna, I reckon's a gun, but like, you know, I can choose from all of the AFL, and I'm going to choose Connor McKenna. No chance. But Yeah, I don't know. Someone who can run off the back line. Bit of an architect. Maybe even like a Cal Mills. But then again, some midfield bursts with Dangerfield would be handy. I don't know. There's too many to choose from, isn't there? Favourite vid/song is 2016 AFL parody. Thank you, Oscar. Who did you tip tonight? I tipped the Giants by 28. Hey, Caden, can I get your attention for a sec? Moons Gaming? Yeah, absolutely can. Ed Langdon will join the D's Clarkie. Yeah. So I don't know much about Ed Langdon, besides his little man bun, and apparently he runs and carries, so that would be handy. What's your favourite apart from Melbourne Kodos? Favourite team? I love the Blues, if that's what you're asking. You're not having Mills. Yeah, that's fair, Clarkie. But I do want him. Zach Jones. If we could get Zach Jones. Ned Hewitt, my name is Oscar. Well, that is just a bit of a... bit of smoke and mirrors, isn't it? How good of a year is Ricky Henderson having? Shields with the clearing kick. Apparently it's freezing up at Canberra tonight. Any Canberrians in the house? Ash's prediction. Australia 4-1. Surely. What a win. Man. These grain cookies are going to be the death of me. Ricky Henderson. Shields. Kicking. Forward flank. Well chopped off. Who's 42 for the Giants? He's playing well. Let's get around him. I'm just looking him up. 42. Jay Stain or Stein? Jakey. What a rig. Stephen Cornelio. How much cookies have you had? I reckon I'm sort of breaking them up into pieces, so it probably seems like I've eaten 14, but probably 3. You are a great YouTuber. Aiden McLaren, you are a great bloke. Jake Stain. Is it Stain as in like cleaning up something, or is it Stein? Apparently I'm related to the great Bombers captain Norman Aubrey Becton. What do I do now? You rock up to the club and say, I am a relative of one of the greats. Old Norman Becton was one of the greats of the game, and you demand a spot, and you'll probably get a spot in the Bombers team, I reckon. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Caden's thoughts on this multi. Paying $41. Oz to win the Ashes 4-1 and Brisbane to win the premiership. Wow. That's like it's not impossible. Chuck a tenner on that and you'll be laughing. Someone just asked, do I reckon the D's will make finals? Oh, next year. I was going to say, you're pulling my leg. Darcy, do I reckon the D's are going finals bound next year? I believe so, but who knows? Imagine if we lose like the first 3. Where are we? That'll be nervous times. So I reckon what we did in 2018 was a young list that got like milked as much as they could out of each other. Like, that sounds a bit weird. Don't clip that. But I just thought it was like, yeah, a young team that milked all the potential that it could out of itself. And I think we probably went a bit further than what we should have. Like, you know, when in 2008, the Hawks won a flag and it was sort of like a few years before their time. I feel like what we did in 2018 was a few years before our time. Like, most of our core group is like 21, 22. Well, it was then. They're, you know, another year older now. So I believe everyone was like, oh, premiership team, but we weren't. Like, we were still quite young. And then this year, we've just had no preseason and a lot of injuries. So it's sort of like a young team with not a lot of depth has really been tested. Like, we've had the most ins and outs this year. I think we've had, like, one of the most injured lists out of the whole year. So I think, like, you combine a young team and then take the core out of it. Like, we don't have the depth of a Collingwood, or I think Essendon and Richmond are handling their injuries this year pretty well. So I don't know. All I'm seeing is a young team with no depth. It's getting really tested every week. But in saying that, like, without the team, like, we got Harrison Petty and Bailey Fritz as our forwards. Like, we've had no Melksham, we've had no Tom MacDonald in form, and then when he got in form, he got injured. Sam Wiedemann's been in and out, which, like, has been through injury and also his own form. The whole midfield hasn't clicked the way it used to. So I feel like a couple of things change, and it's quite exciting. It's not like we've been beaten by 10 goals every week. It's like we've been within a kick with 10 minutes to go in every game. Like, at three-quarter time in every game, we're within a kick or two, if not winning. So yeah, I just feel like this year's been good for our depth, because now we know Harrison Petty can play forward. We know Oscar Baker's going to be a handy player. We know that Stephen May and Jake Lever are going to be that good in the back line. So I don't know. World's our oyster. I still reckon we could play finals. I don't reckon we'll be top 4. I reckon we'll finish 6th next year. But that's still an amazing improvement from this year. Or we'll choke and rebuild for the 50th time, and I reckon that'll be my football watching days done. If we rebuild again, I don't think I could do it. We've got such a good list right now that I'd cry. I really would cry. I'm a Collingwood supporter, but press red for Caden tomorrow. I just want to see one more win for the year. Just one more. Is there that much to ask? Like, some people just go to the footy every week and watch a win. If you're a Cats fan, West Coast fan, you just go and you're like, this will be fun. I'm going to go watch a win. I'm going to have a good day. CJ, good hands to Silk. Inside 50. Good fly at the back, Bruce. But I see that many losses. Like, I've seen that many more losses than wins in my footballing days. It's not funny. Nick Haynes is absolutely copping it. He's got a smacked up face, and now he's done his groin or something. They're on the back foot here, the Giants. Hawks up by a kick, though. If you had to cheer another team, who will it be? What, this year? Probably the Pies, but not tomorrow. But if I had to go for another team, probably Carlton. I would love to go for Geelong. As in, I know how dumb that sounds because I hate them, but I wish I didn't hate them. Because how cool would it be to live in the town that your favourite team is from? Like, I think that would be the coolest thing. I would love to live in Geelong, but it was Melbourne's home. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, like, I wish I went for Geelong. But that's never going to happen, ever. Not sure that applies to Cats fans currently losing to Freo, not on. Yeah, not a bad call, Robin, but I just feel like you guys still, if you lose, it's a bit of a, like, it's like, well, I don't know. All my mates seem to just laugh off a loss. It's like, well, you know, we're going to be in a prelim. It doesn't really matter. We lost to Freo. Annoying, but well. When I lose, I'm like, when's our next win going to come? Like, oh well. Someone said, saw you in the Torquay ice cream shop. Yeah, it's not a good look for the brand, is it? Eating cookies and going to the Torquay ice cream shop. It's not ideal. How do the Lions go next year? Wow. I reckon... I don't reckon they'll be top 4 next year. Clip it. Clip that. Nah, don't clip that, please. Yeah, the Lions. I don't know. I reckon... No offence. But they've had a pretty easy fixture. and they've played really, really well. So all I see in the Lions is like a pretty good 6th to 10th sort of team that's had a really good fixture, come up against teams at good times, and are confident. So they're doing as well with what they've got as you could, but I don't read into the Lions hype as much as everyone else. But I reckon maybe top 8 next year, probably 5th or 6th. Been on Minecraft. Been on the Minecraft grind, Kados. I haven't for a little while. I was thinking about bringing out a made a cricket ground video in Minecraft, but really it's just the footy ground with a pitch. But I think I will make a cricket Minecraft video, because imagine if that tapped into the Indian YouTube market. Imagine if T-Series shared my Minecraft cricket ground. Yeah, I will make another one soon. Poor Daisy Pearce. She's just copping it in the freezing cold here at Canberra. Callum Brown for Brownlow. I love it how Cook calls Cal Brownlow. It's good banter, good gear. That. Imagine if Cal Brown wins a Brownlow. Imagine if he took Cook to the Brownlow. Bob, I'm going to the Hilltop Hoods tomorrow. That is elite. I saw them at Falls the other year. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Where is the Charizard? Just having some more greens in a cuppa. Get around them. Do you like the weather lately? I don't hate it. Like, I haven't really been going outside that much. I don't hate the cold, but I can't wait for that nice, perfect little period during September where it's just like 25 degrees, no wind. Spring is probably the best, and I don't really get hay fever, so I'm hoping I don't get it this year as well. But yeah, spring's elite. So I'm excited for spring, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the weather at the moment. Day one of asking Kados to start a new Minecraft series. I might actually do it. Like, I might, because I want to make something else, but I hated the process of just doing it without you guys knowing. So, yeah, I think it would be unreal to like work on my thing every night with you guys. Is it snowing? Are you guys saying it's snowing? That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable scenes here at Canberra. But yeah, a Minecraft series where, yeah, we get on a couple of nights a week and we just work on it together. Like a live stream. That'd be pretty cool. Snow. They're saying it's snowing. You are pulling my leg. That's ridiculous. Phil Davis thumps it long. Dawson Simpson sees it out. CJ's playing well. Yes, it is snowing. It's snowing right now. Kados should come to the Demons Best and Fairest Bluey Truscott night. Tempting. That would be fun. Sinking bevies with the D's crew. It's quite expensive though, isn't it? Is that Brett Daniels? That's his name, isn't it? I reckon he's a little jet. He's a little star. What about some more AFL Evolution 2 updates? I don't have any updates. I'm not in with the click. I want to do some stuff with them though. That'd be unbelievable. Yeah. But I want to know. I want to play the next game. I haven't done... Like, I've been holding out on AFL Evo vids because I want to do it on the second game. So, give me the news ASAP. Low percentage effort there by Heath Shaw. Just hacked it out of midair and it's fallen into the lap of James the Warpedo Warple, the machine, the man, the myth. Sean ducks, but it's worth it. It probably is worth it. Andre, I've asked 15 plus questions and what do you know? No reply. And then I've just read it out then. Don't you hate that? You hate that, Andre, don't you? I'm sorry, Andre. I'm sorry. What do you want in AFL Evo 2? What do I want? I want to be able to play as the Ds and win a flag because it's something I won't see in real life. Warpedo from 50. Oh, the wind got a hold of that. Yeah. AFL Evo 2. I think probably gameplay. I think that's a non-negotiable. If we could smoothen out the gameplay, I think the marking's really frustrating and the kicking looks a bit poor. So, Liam Shields from the impossible. Puopolo. Top of the Hawks goal square. Clearing kick by our man Jack bloody Stein or Stein. Yeah, gameplay can improve. That'd be handy. It's the kicking and the marking, especially if you run it through the midfield by hand. It's unbelievable. Like it's so cool. It's so much fun to play. And then I don't know. I think the online can improve. I think the graphics will improve with this new engine thing that they're working with. I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest tech head, but hopefully graphics and stuff improve. But yeah, smoothing out the gameplay. And then, I don't know, like, your careers don't really need to be that, for me, it doesn't need to be that high tech. Like, we don't need cutscenes or anything, but, I don't know. If they get the basics right, I reckon it'll be a pretty good game. And by all reports, I've heard that it's really good. I've heard from a source that, it could be one of the best AFL games to come out. So I hope it comes out soon. Finn, where's Cooko? Cooko is sick. He fell a little bit ill just before the stream. And it was just going to be me and him today. So it's just me now. Trade period needs to be improved. Clark. It certainly does. I could flick out bloody Nate Jones for like 5. Ballantyne. Lockie Neal. I used to love trade period in AFL Evo 2. Cutscenes would be mint. Yeah, cutscenes would be... Yeah, they would be sick. Average band girl. Cooko is just a wall at this point. But isn't that what Cooko is in real life? He is a bit of a brick wall. He's a bit of a... brick wall. Would you guys be interested in a Team MacDonald versus Team Rogers 2 to come out? That tea lasted a whole quarter. It's a bit lukewarm now, but I don't mind it like that. Yeah, because I'm going to try and film that. I'm going to get onto Rog and we're going to try and play number 2. Team MacDonald, Team Rogers. Head over the Bicky. Bicky over the head. Because that was so much fun to play in the first game. There was a lot of talk before it started. Whose team was better? A lot of trash talk. But yeah, that would be fun. Have you listened to the new Picket Palace song Richo? I haven't. Have you listened to my new song? Do I play a little bit? Probably not. Nah, I won't play it. Team Rogers versus Team DOS 2 would be, yeah. If you guys, would love it, then I'm more than happy to let it out. Bobby, I'm going to the footy tomorrow and going to get a hot dog at the Curse truck. How good's a hot dog at the footy, Bobby? How good is that? Ultimate footy food. I'm a real pot. I've got another song potentially coming out before the end of the year. And it's all about my favourite footy food, which is pies and chips. I love a pie and chip at the footy. My parents had to kick my cousin out of the house. I played him in AFL Evo and beat him by 1 and he broke the controller. Oh, that's funny. That's good gear. Josh the Beast chucked in 99 cents. You're a good man, great man, Josh. Quarter time, by the way. Hawks 19, GWS 13. Keep the questions flying in, fellas. Moon's Gaming, can I get your attention? No Slack Sports. I've done 89 comments. I'm sorry. I guess I'm the slack one. No Slack Sports. One kiss is all it takes. Falling all over the place. And BT, don't forget me. Don't forget Jakey. Finn's chucked in the buck. Shout out, please. Rection. Rection. Clip that. Wrestling production. I put wrestling and production together for Rection. Wrestling production. Shout out, please. Wrestling production 18. Get around him. Get around the power. Love your vids, DOS. Thanks, Finn. You're a good man, great man. I'm Australian. What is 0 divided by 0? Mate, I got a 29 ATAR at school. I couldn't work that out. I'm pretty sure it's 0 because you're dividing nothing by nothing. So you're not dividing anything by anything. So you're not doing anything. But I could be mistaken. I reckon the Jake Stringer song is the best. Holly, I've done 1 billion comments, not one reply. I seem to be commenting. I seem to be replying on the ones of people being upset about not getting a reply. So I apologise. Erection Productions. That's good gear. What's up, dog? Not much, Fatal Max. Let's get the pair to 2k subs. What's the pair? Where is the pair? If there was ever a time in need, I needed the pair. It's now, isn't it? The Pairston, where is the pair? Can someone share? Ben Fox hit me up on Insta on the DMs and said he was watching the stream. You're a good man, Ben Fox. Do you like lasagna? Never been a big lasagna eater. Like, it was never in Mum's regular weekly meal plan thing. But being a man that is quite lazy in the cooking, I've been getting the Woolworths lasagnas, whacking them in and whacking them in the oven for 40 minutes, and they've been coming up really good. So yes, I would say I am. Finn, another buck. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I'll be entering the pair regions soon. Clarky, what's Clarky on? How many subs is Clarky on? Everyone sub to Clark. I'm going to look his up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Don't tell me I'm not, because I am. Man, how weird did the last stream get? Second quarter underway, by the way. Clarky, on 1,300. Let's get around the Clark, man. Clarky's got 1,000 subs, ladies and gents. Sub to this man. Whoa, wait for it. Come on, Cannon, you're a hack. You're a hack, Cannon. Sub to Clarky. Let's see how many we can get the Clark. How many people will flick over to the Clark, man? Oh, surely. Surely we can get 44. The pair is on 1,966. Surely we can get 44. Or is that 34? That's 34. Good maths, MacDonald. Surely we can get the pair to 2,000. Clarkie is a unit. Everyone's getting around. 140 still watching. I'm surprised you blokes are hanging around. This is good gear, though. I'm a quarter in. And I'm confident I can get us home without Cookson. I miss him, though. Tell him I love him. Hawks kick the first goal, the second within the first minute, and they lead by 2. Snags. BT, don't forget me. Isaac Smith's starting to really rock and roll now. Get around the pair, elite content. Michael Caden, you should make a Discord. What is a Discord? Is it just like a private group where we all just have a bit of a slap and tickle? Like, what's the go there? Shout me out, Kados. All right, Olivia Davies. Is it snowing? It is snowing, Hamish. I didn't know that until everyone was commenting. I thought it was just rain because I don't have the commentary up. Who for Brownlow? Austin Craven. Austin, you can be the new Austin of the live stream. Who for Brownlow? Lockie Neal. That'd be cool. Even though I don't rate the Brisbane Lions, I reckon Lockie Neal will get the brownie. Missing the guitar. The guitar's staring at me. Adelaide's the best. How's the radio career going? I'll answer that in 2 seconds. News Top 4 has chucked in a 20 buckaroonie. Wowee. I'm going to spend that on footy cards for a new video. Is what I'm going to spend that on. New Top 4 has written, thought you need this for tomorrow. Good luck, Melbourne. And my name is new to PS4. And my name is... Oh, yeah. Elite. Good luck to Melbourne. Thank you. If the D's lose, I'm going to cry. I'm going with friend of the show, G. Pat. And she reckons she's a Collingwood supporter. So if we lose to the Pies, I'll be a sad little boy. Adelaide Crow, how's the radio career going? Not great. Like, yeah, I thought I would be in radio by this point of my life a few years ago, and that was the goal and that was the dream. But in the last 2 years, that sort of shifted where YouTube sort of taken over in terms of the passion. Like, I love YouTube at the moment more than I love radio. And also, it's just a bit more gratifying. Like, it's cool. I'm growing my own thing on YouTube. It's this weird feeling of doing it all yourself. Like, even though it is annoying that I have to organize like everything sort of thing, you know, I can't just go, hey producers, get me this guest, or hey producers, hit up Cookson so we can collab sort of thing. I have to do that all, but that can be annoying, but it is actually really cool because I feel like I'm getting skills in organisation and producing and editing. Like, I have to do that all myself, and branding. I don't know how to brand things. I just whack stuff out. So I don't know. I'm learning a lot, and I'm loving it. And I think there's a bit more potential in YouTube than radio at this point in time. So the radio career is not going great, but that's because the YouTube career is going swimmingly. What are you boys and girls saying? I'm glad you are enjoying YouTube. Adelaide Crow's the best. Yeah, I'm loving it. Like, absolutely loving it at the moment. Wingard just kicked a snag, by the way, about 40 seconds ago. Yeah, absolutely loving YouTube. It's my favourite thing that I do at the moment. I want to get better at podcasting. I want to get better at getting good content out regularly. So someone was commenting during the week, oh, these tier makers are a bit old. And I was, which they are, but also I want to get like 4 or 5 bits of content out a week. So if I can whip up a tier maker in an hour and a half at home that gets views and keeps the content ticking along, it gives me a day or two extra to make an AFL Evolution or a song, or I don't know, it frees me up a little bit more. So in the pursuit of putting 5 bits of content out a week, your tier makers, your easy ones that view quite well have to come out. So I don't know, that comment, it didn't irk me, but it was sort of like, yeah, fair enough. you see the tier makers being a little bit old and already done, but I get a lot of comments of people asking me to do more. They view pretty well, and it's also quite easy to make, so it gives me more time to whip up something that I'm a little bit more proud of. Do some guitar. Guitar's going to come out, I reckon. It's going to have to. I wrote on my hand 11-8 Richmond versus Melbourne. Decent. What do you think about Jaden Stevenson's ban? Fair. Probably fair, to be honest. Hawks pressing here. Look, Luke Bruce. Shields. Kick. Kennedy clears. How's that a free kick against? I was just about to go on a big rant. Someone just said something that was going to trigger a big rant. BT, don't forget me. Berkey, where did you meet Cookson? Cookson and I both live in the same place, and Cook's a couple of years younger than me, but he used to train with like the older group in under 14, so I met him through that. But I didn't really like him because I would go down and train, and I was in the A's at the start of the year, but then started training with the twos because I was getting a quarter and a half in the A's, and they took it very, very seriously in under 14s. So I wasn't in good form either, but there wasn't really droppings or, So Dad just said, look, he's not having fun. Can he drop down a couple of divisions? So I started training with the Bs, who would train with the Cs, and Cookson was playing a year and a half above his age group in the Cs. So he was a gun. He was a gun in the Cs, but the only reason he was in the Cs was because it wasn't his age group. But yeah, we were training one night, and I went down with my little D's top, and he slung me on my head. Like, even as a little youngster, he was a tough nut. Like, his favourite player was Glenn Archer. Yeah, he absolutely decked me on my head and like slung my new D's top. And I was like, who is this absolute hero? Who is this bloke? So from that point, I was like, oh, this little North Melbourne kid, he's a dog. And then we lived like very close to each other in the same area, and there's like a little park that I used to go down with Dutchy all the time. Anyway, we bumped into him then, and him and his mate were playing tennis, so we said, do you want to play all together? So me, Dutch, another bloke called Cal, I was and his mate all started playing tennis together, and then from there, it all blossomed, and it was sort of me, Dutch and Cook and Cal as a little foursome for a while, and then, obviously Dutchy's been in a lot of videos. Like Dutch and Cook have always been in my videos, even like when I was doing community radio, they were just always helping me out. But Dutch like got a job and stuff, so that's why it's a little bit harder to get him in the videos. But Cook has a job as well, but he's obviously keen to give it a bit more of a go, so he started his own channel, and he's killing it. But someone, like, obviously you'd probably think that if you didn't know, but someone wrote to Cook the other day in the DMs. They're like, oh, I thought you and Dos met through YouTube, like two YouTubers collabing, which is pretty funny. But no, I've known Cook since I was like 15, so 8-9 years. Look at the boys on the pine jackets, woolen blankets, hot chocolates. The Hawks have a 24-point lead, which is 4 goals if we're going to do the maths. Milo Burke chiming in. Howard, I don't know how to spell say your first name. Aiton? I'm so bad at English. How do you say Aiton Howard? Yo. Why has Dutch stopped being in many videos as he used to? So we're from Geelong. So we're all from like Torquay, Geelong, and Dutchy's up in Melbourne. Dutch lives up in Melbourne, so he did uni and stuff for a couple of years out of school, and now he's got a job up there and lives up there. So he's sort of busy during the weeks, and then we don't really I don't do too much content over the weekend, so it's a little bit harder for him to get in videos. Same with Bowl as well. Like Bowl, he's got work, so ideally, it'd be the awesome foursome. And Roger's in Melbourne as well, so ideally I'd be flicking them all through, but it just seems to be like during the week, hey boys, anyone want to be in a video? And Cook's like, yeah, I'm down. So that's why Cook's in a lot. GWS are having good luck. Yeah, they're I don't think they are having great luck. Did Dutchie play volleyball at a high level? Adelaide Crows the best. Yeah, he did. He played Victoria a couple of times, and probably, if I'm going to be honest and give him a nice little pump up, probably could have gone a little bit further, the Dutch man, but he enjoyed volleyball but didn't love it. So, and he doesn't really have that strive to be better bone in his body, Dutch. He just likes to go and take the piss, but was very good from a young age. Old Van Gernst. Can I please have a shout out? AFL card collector 39. How much is Clarkey and that on? Have we pumped their numbers up a little bit? Has the pair got to 2K? Oh, we got him 11. We got the big pair, 11 subs. Which means, if I do my maths correctly, he's what? 23 subs away from 2,000. Let's whip him home. Let's whip the big fella home. And we'll go back to Clarkey. Clarkey has gone up. He's gone up a few as well, I believe. So let's get around these two blokes. Jeez, that camera's got a bit of HD about it, doesn't it? Let's go to Ash Chua on the stats. Yes, thank you, MacDonald. Warple leading the possessions on the ground with 15. He's had 11 kicks, 4 handballs. Then Shields has had 14 with 9 kicks, 5 handballs. Chad Wingard starting to come into his own at the Hawks after a slow start to the year. He's had 12. Sisley with 11. And then the leading disposer on the ground for the Giants is Toby Green, and he's had 10. Back to you, MacDonald. Cheers, Smacker. Yeah, any more questions, guys, send them to 122 people sticking around for old Macca Bowls. You see it, but you don't believe it sort of stuff. There is still a fairy tale in football. If you stick around a little bit later and it gets a little bit naughtier, I might play a bit of the new song that's coming Thursday, and I might get the guitar out. So we'll just see what happens. For a bit of BT, don't forget me. Card Collector is on 77 subs. Get around him. Stevenson ban. Oh, was that what I was about to talk about? I don't know. I think it was a fair ban. You could argue that match fixing is one of the worst things you can do, and you could argue that what he did was match fixing, but then again, he's a young fella, made a mistake. It didn't really affect too much of the play, and he owned up to it in the end. So I think, yeah, 10's harsh, but it's also fair. Isaac Smith was trying to do a bit of a dance around Mummy. Couldn't quite. They're up. I can't believe Hawthorn are dominating. Doesn't really make sense. Can you perform Russell Robinson as well? Oh, Cookson absolutely loves that song. I was homesick from school once when I was about 13, and instead of being sick, I made a little video about the Russell Robinson show where I pretended to be Russell Robinson. And Cookson absolutely loves that song. Robinson, my name is Russell Robinson. Just on my Insta at the moment, guys. Sorry for the terms and conditions. Look at all the love. I'm feeling the love. 115 watching. Blogsy, you're a virgin. You're a good man, Blogsy. I appreciate the support, mate. He shipped in the $3. And he's not wrong. I am a virgin. There's no doubt about it. Tommy just got back from school camp. Good on you, T-Bone. How was it, mate? Kiss any chickers? Do you play NBA 2K? I don't. I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I'm slowly warming to it. Cookson's been getting me in the Wednesday night casual team, and I've been actually enjoying playing. Like I never liked basketball growing up. In primary school, there was a lot of kids that used to play basketball, and I'd go and play, and I was giving away too many fouls because I had a footy background, so I was sort of like reaching in to grab the ball, and I was flicking their fingers, and it was, I was trying to bounce the ball every 15 metres, and apparently you couldn't do that either. So, never been the biggest basketball fan, but slowly starting to get around it. Haley, love you, Kados. Love you too, Haley. AFL Card Collector. I'm filming a video at halftime. Good on you, AFL Card Collector. Everyone go check it out. Average band girl. Kiss any chickas this week, Kados? I did. Kissed heaps, to be honest. Lucky girls. Who was your all-time fave player? It was Russell Robinson. And then I met him. Nah, just kidding. Russell Robinson. Shamo Woden, early days. And then probably... I loved Mitch Clark for the 6 games he played. Ricky Pettard. Ricky Pettard was one of my favourite players as well. And then he just wasn't very good, was he, the Pettard? Favourite player from Hawthorn. Favourite player from Hawthorn. Is that even a question? Favourite player from Hawthorn. It's not Tom Scully. Jago Mira. Probably. I used to love Wingard in his first couple of seasons. Tommy said school camp was good. Oh, Ayrton. My name is Ayrton. Good on you, Ayrton. Other people probably knew that, but I'm a bit dyslexic. Well, I'm not dyslexic. I probably am dyslexic, to be honest, but I'm not. But I probably am. But I'm not. Matt Jones. I loved... Well, your James Magners. Who else were my favourite? I loved Cole Sylvia, Brent Maloney, Brock McLean, all those blokes. Absolutely loved them. Of course I did. Grimes, underrated, yes or no? Yeah. Dill Grimes, underrated big time. Get around Warpedo. Oh, yeah, true. That was silly by me. Warpedo is probably one of my favourites from the Hawks. How many snags is junior for you? I used to kick 16 to 20 a year. Most in a game was 4, which is a little bit low for a forward pocketer. Kicked 4. Had an absolute clinic against Jackie Phipps boys, St Albans one day. Had a ball handballed over to me from one of our star midfielders, and I just kicked it out of midair. So, yeah, 4. What about Jimmy Toompas? Well, I did have a Jimmy Toompas top, Clarkie, so... The Toomp was one of my faves. Liam Jara, well, probably wasn't one of my faves, Liam Jara, but I loved him. Cooko doesn't like warps. Really? Cookson played against warps back in the day, so... That's weird that he doesn't like him. We are the old dark navy blues. I love chips and gravy. It makes me go crazy. Getting a lot of love on the gram. You answer every other comment than mine. Moons Gaming. I honestly don't. I sometimes glance away. I've been asking you this question the whole time. If you had to pick a Victorian team apart from the D's, what would it be? It would be Carlton, Moonsy. It would be Carlton. I love the Baby Blues. How old are you? I'm 23. I turned 24 on Wednesday. 24. That is way too old. Flexes on junior footy career. It's not a flex. I just banged 4 against St Albans. It happened. Love the podcast. Michaela, I appreciate that. The podcast is harder to do than it looks. Me and Cook on the last potty sat down, pumped it out for an hour, stopped, finished the potty and said, that was shit, let's do it again. Because it was that bad. I don't know, sometimes it's hard because if me and Cook don't talk for ages, as in like, we're both doing our own thing for the week, and then we do a potty, it can be a bit flat. Or if we've seen each other for ages, like been with each other all week, it can be a bit flat. So it's quite tough, but I think we're getting better. But yeah, last week's potty was alright. I'm loving doing it. I want to upgrade my potty equipment. People seem to be complaining about the white noise that I sit on Audacity removing for an hour and a half after each potty. So it's disappointing that that's still getting through, even though I'm trying to remove that sound. But yeah. Free kick here. Top of the goal square. Who's this for? Giants have a free. CJ's giving away a free top of the goal square. And the free is there every day of the week. Is that Lidsey? It is Lidsey. Lidsey's still rolling around. Brett Deledio. They need this, the Giants. Clarkey, yours is the only potty I listen to and watch on YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate that, Clarkey. I'm a big podcast man. I love the Little Dum Dum Club, which is 2 Australian comedians. I love the Tiny Meat Gang, which is Cody Coe. I listen to the D's potty. I listen to Jackmate's potty, the Happy Hour. So I don't mind potties, but yeah. Andre, no offence, but when Collingwood lose, their supporters go wild and complain. But when Collingwood lose, their supporters go wild and complain. Yeah. Oh, that's true. But so does everyone else. Sean Ducks, Kados, are you going to Tassie last round? All my Hobartians. I think I am. I think I might actually try and get down there. I need to see one more D's win, so that could be the one. So the Giants get 2 in a row. If you could change your tip now, would you change it, Riley Burke? Well, I would, but then that's not fun, is it? That's sort of going against the game. So I'm still going to back the Giants in by 28, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen because the Hawks are on top at the moment. It stopped snowing, by the way, if anyone was wondering. Hainsey's copped it all game. Good kick to Bonner. Bonner with the pill on the wing. Fife, Danger or Dusty? Probably... Wow, what a question. Probably Fife can mark. Danger can run. Dusty can do a bit of... I'd probably say Dusty. Chips and gravy make me go crazy. Do you have Snapchat? I do have Snapchat at Kados38. I don't snap a lot. I feel sort of bad because Snapchat used to be my jam, but I don't really snap a lot. If you weren't to AFL Evolution, what game would you play? If I weren't to play AFL Evolution, I would play Grand Theft Auto. I love NHL. Me and Bakes play NHL 16 sometimes. That's really fun. Would you streak Giant Stadium right now for 200k subs? Wow. What a question. It depends on what happens afterwards. Am I never allowed to go to an AFL game again? Because that would havoc my content. But then 200k subs. It's a tough one because 200k subs would look good. But if I was still getting like 20k views with 200k subs, that wouldn't be... that's not my goal in YouTube. So I would rather grind it out and get 200k subs because I've worked so hard. I'm getting the views rather than just blink and get 200k subs but not get views, if you know what I mean. So, but no, I don't think I would streak actually. I'm here for a long time, not a quick time. I'm not here for a quick fix. I'm here to build a foundation. That sounded quite professional, didn't it? That's because I've heard that many rebuilds from the Melbourne Football Club and every coach that comes in says it. Phil Davis, nicely done. Taps it through for behind. Pressing quite well here, the Giants. Please play more Minecraft. I will, I reckon. There's no lifetime ban, just a bad reputation. I've already got a bad reputation. No, I don't. But that's quite funny. I kicked 4 goals against St Albans as well, Darcy Jones. St Albans, just the whipping boy team. Save the Crows on AFL Evolution. I've been trying to do a Crows AFL Evolution for the last little bit. Good answer, political answer. I love it, Kados. The pear! The Peri pear has arrived. Thank God. Caden, how are you, mate? Where are the lads? It was only going to be me and Cook tonight, but he fell ill with an hour to go till the stream. So it's just MacDonald tonight. It's a 3-hour interactive Q&A, and we're loving it. The pair, I've tried to get you to 2K subs. So if you want to have a quick look, I reckon I've got you. I've pinched you a couple more subs, hopefully. Yes, the pair is in the house. Watch your mouth. The pair's in the house. Watch your mouth. Cooko on a date or really sick? Yeah, he's on a date, actually. Oh, the pair is 15 away from 2,000. Wow. So how many, he started on 66. So we've got him... Oh, my math has been poor tonight. What is it? Is that 19 or 29? We've got him 20 subs tonight. Let's give him one final push home. Come on, lads. Come on, lasses. Come on, all the in-betweens. Jeez, I'm nearly on 35. Wow, what a night for... Wow, what am I doing? That's an ad. Alright, one last push. One last push. Not that he needs much of a push. Sub to the pair. 15 subs away from the lucrative 2K. The pair, the pair, the pair, the Peri pair. Oh, this stream's going to go a bit nutty. Gone Fishing with the boys chipped in with the 99 cents. Thank you, Gone Fishing. I'm going to whack the heater on. Do you guys mind? It might make a bit of a groan. But, I'll whack it on. If it makes too much noise, just let me know and I'll turn it off. But I'm freezing my nipples off. That is quite loud, isn't it? I'll leave it on for 5. If you can just bear with it for 5, that'd be great. 115 still on. Cracking game of footy. 13 points the Hawks lead. 122 watching. Holy hat. Put your YouTube in dark mode, Caden. Yeah, not bad. I don't like dark mode. Even my editing software's on the white. Cookson has it on the dark mode, but not me. It's bloody cold. Chuck it on. Yeah, thanks, guys. Kai, Kados, how's your night going? Good, Kai. Can't hear it. They can't hear the heater. Thank God. Hey, Kados, mate, are you a fan of PewDiePie? I'm a fan. I don't watch all his stuff, but I do get around the big pewds. It's a great game of footy. We got a good crew on. The pair is 2 away. Surely not. Surely not. Have we got the pair over the line? He's 2 subs away. He's 2 subs. He's 2 subs. He's 1 sub away. The pair is 1 sub. Clarky, I'm running the Filmora on dark mode. Yeah, I run the Filmora on white mode, Clark. He's 1 sub. Oh, now he's 2 subs. He's gone down 1. He has gone down 1. He's now 1 sub. Oh my God, it is all happening. It is all happening. The pair, 1 sub away. There it is. There it is. There it is. Unbelievable. From 1966 to 2001. We've got the pair over the line. That's massive. Good stuff, boys. Chuck your pairs in the chat. Chuck your pairs in the chat. Pairs in the chat. Yeah, hand noted. He knows it. Pairs in the chat. Put them in. You won't do it. Yes, you will. Good boys. Good girls. Good footy. Good fodder. Great fodder. I've lost it. It's just me on the stream and I've absolutely lost it. Does the guitar come out? Do we have a bit of a strum? Sounds weird. Don't clip that. This is incredibly beautiful. Well done, Pair. Good hustle, Pair. He's had a good hustle this year, the Pair. He's been putting in the fodder. He's been putting in the hard yards. He's been doing the down and dirty. He's been doing the downward dog. I've seen it with my own eyes. Luke McMahon's gone the strawberry. It's almost a Pair, Lukey. I don't mind. Guitar needs to come out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. We loved the guitar last time, so here we go. If everyone's watching, it's your first stream tonight. This is not how the streams usually go. The streams are usually a bit more banter with the boys and a little bit better structured. But just me tonight, so we're going to have a little bit of a... We're going to play up a bit. We're going to be a bit silly. Alright. His name was the Pair. Content he shared. He watched the umpiring. Always said it was fair. He went for Port. And football was his sport. He went too fast and he had to go to court. It's the Pair. It's the Pair. Content, content, content king. His name's the Pair. Content he shares. Oh Lord. Nah, Darcy. Oh, Das. Oh dear. Das, mate. Das. The streams aren't normally like this, mate. We're playing up a little bit because Cookson's away. Bloody beautiful, mate, crying. In your head. Had 1966. Then we got onto the boys and the chicks. We said, we need to help out our man in Adelaide. And he said, how much do you want to be paid? I said, nah, I will do it for free. You're the king and you have helped me. The Pair is the man with the plan and we can give him a chop out because we stand. So I put his channel on the screen. Everybody said, let's not be mean. Let's work together like a well-oiled machine. And we did it all, not one, but as a team. And we got the Pair to 2K subs. But we can't take credit, because he's the one who puts the content out every week. And we can't wait to see him at his peak, because it's the Pair. Yeah, it's the Pair. With cool hair, yeah, it's the Pair. He's got a quality poker stare. We don't think it's fair, cause it's the Pair. Cause it's the Pair. What did I miss? Cardman 22, the Pair's just whipped home and got to bloody 2K subs, and I've got the guitar out and... Alright, let's get up a classic. I can't remember the lyrics, I'm going to read them, but we all know this one. Sing along if you know the words. This is what happens when the streams are a bit boring. The guitar comes out and we have a little song. I'm probably going to stuff this up because it was written almost 12 months ago. 2018 was a good year, the footy was so sick, can't believe it is all over, oh my god it goes so quick. The grand final was unreal, West Coast Eagles Collingwood. I asked Barry for his thoughts, he said it was finger licking good. Dom Sheed with the touch, thank you all very much. I'm a star, what's the fuss? Oh my god, that was clutch. Upset Collingwood fans, they think it was blocking the man. Lose by under a goal, stiffer than Henry Shay's land. And the goal of the year went to Higgins. His heart was racing 1,000 minutes per second. I have no idea what that bloke just said, but at least he can get goals over his head. The Cats got gas, but they're not better now. Better now. They finished 8th and I just don't know how. Don't know how. They steal all the guns they don't like to share. Instead of getting gas, should have brought back H play fair. And the D's can't beat a top 8 team. And the Tigers, they don't get any frees. Don't think the Eagles can play at the G. Then strap in, cause Mark Lecrae thinks you know exactly what happened. This year was not good for the Blues. Out there they just had no clue. Someone please just stop the bleeding. This is looking like abuse. And the D's they love to kiss, and the Saints they love to miss. Jack Rewald the golden boot, Andrew Gaff the golden fist. Jeremy Cameron hits you in the head and you just go to sleep. Rossi Lyon was a creep. Isaac Heaney with the leap. Is there a player on the Suns who said they're gonna bloody keep? And the Doggies boys who crashed are gonna have to buy a Jeep. Razor Ray, Razor Ray, everybody, Razor Ray. The Roos can't sign a bloke. The Richmond Football Club did chokes, and Murray had a bit of coke. Don't touch the umps or water joke. Trained saying Campbell cooked them, and enough is there with tons back commentary overlooked. Can't get everyone. Can't get everyone. Roo, can't get everyone. Roo, can't get everyone. 2018 was fun. Thank you. This is what happens when there's no one on the stream to tell me I can't do it. Everyone's still getting around the pair. Razor Ray. Everyone's singing along in the comments. What a song. Any other topics you want me to sing about? Loving the one of a kind stream, Berkey. Sing Football So Hard. Yeah, I'm taking requests. Football So Hard. I don't know the chords. Does anyone know the chords to I'll try and get if I can get the chords to the Night in Paris song, then I will do it. Where are the lyrics? Where is it? Where is it? Alright, here we go. Football So Hard. Russell Robinson, please. Just looking for the chords for Football So Hard. I'm not a musician, by the way. I don't go down to the shops. I'm not a busker. Just a little man who knows about 4 chords, and he bloody plays them. Alright. Ball Tampa. Do I know that song? Revenge Minecraft song. Lily, terrible. Good on you, Lil. Appreciate the support, mate. I did it last week, but I'll do it again. Wait, I'll give the guitar a quick tune. We're having a bloody concert here. Friday night footy and we got a concert. Hopefully I remember the lyrics. Sing along if you know the words at home. This is so funny. Alright. When you BT's boy, you get heaps of fame. He gives you a brand new nickname. You don't have to try, you don't have to train. You just get a game. They called you the package and you call him the bristle. If he pushed you in the back, you wouldn't call for the whistle. You give him the steak and you'll eat the gristle. Was that Clint Bizzle? Clint Bizzle used to pay for the D's. It seems as though BT's moved on. He always calls a name when he watches the Dons. And I just wish it was still me. It was still me. It was still me. I get you like a Razio and he seems pretty cool. And I know he kicks the footy in the bin where he's at school. And I know he kicks out goals from all the angles all the time. But has he ever struck 4 blokes and kicked a snag against the Lions? I'm not lying, but I'm trying to get better just for you. Do I need to win the Brownlow? If I do, then I win too. I'm watching you on FNF, you are the king of the castle. Still remember to this day you named my kid the parcel. Really miss the days when we were 2 peas in a pod. It looks as if I'm sulking, but I promise you I'm not. Maybe I've gone crazy, maybe I have gone insane, but I really wish that you could scream the package out again. BT, don't forget me, don't forget Jakey. BT, set the package free, screaming out on Friday night footy. BT, remember when you swore on radio for Boydie? BT, I would go roaming for you, but would you go roaming for me? For me, me. What a bloody song. Brian Taylor commented on it on Twitter. That's what really that gets the bloody that gets the bloody blood pumping. Nick said, what a voice. Thanks, Nick. I work on my voice 3 times a week. It's a lot of honey and some steam and footy slang. Do footy slang. Alright. I just got to look up what the chords are. Bedtime song for the little ones. Oh, I cannot wait till halftime comes back. 56 subs to go from 35k. Alright, I'll look for the chords to footy slang. Can't be that hard. It's a Gucci gang chords. So many ads on this app. Alright. Just doesn't sound right, does it? Learning guitar with MacDonald 101. Nah, I don't know Gucci Gang. What a shame. That could have been a real tune. I used to know Drag Me Down. There's no way I know all these lyrics. I miss the goals from right in front. Says it looks so easy. No, I don't know. That might be it for the tunes because the Hawks are back out on the ground. Does anyone have a topic? One last rap before the last half starts, and I'll work on Gucci Gang before next week, and I'll come back with it. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci. Don't pretend you don't know the word. I actually don't. How does Drag Me Down parody go? I miss the goals from right in front, everybody's. Miss the goals from right in front, everybody. Everyone says looks so easy. Oh, Ball Tampa. I could be able to do Ball Tampa. I dare to sing a new song that you're about to release. Wowee. Wowee. Do I sing Back Pocket Plugger? Yeah, alright. I might sing Back Pocket Plugger at 3/4 time. That could be on the cards. Alright, 3/4 time is just, the third quarter's just started. The guitar will come back out at 3/4 time. Potentially, the Back Pocket Plugger is going to be played. But back to the footy for now. Any questions? Yeah, a stream exclusive to Pair. I've got a song coming out on Thursday, and I might play it for you at 3/4 time. But 30 seconds into the second half, and the Hawks have kicked a snag. Just on me Insta at the moment, lads. Any questions? Have you got any queries? Any questions? It's just me on tonight, so it's a real personal Q&A style stream tonight. So if you've got any questions you've ever wanted to ask me, whack them in and we'll have a bit of a chit chatter. But the Hawks have the perfect start here in Canberra. Hey Caden, have you ever thought about hosting a charity match at the MCG? Yeah, on Twitter we've started a mini campaign to get a charity match going because I think that would be funny. Especially for the EJ Witten game, which is, I think it's grand final week normally. I'm not sure exactly when it is. Maybe it's the bye. I can't remember when it is, but yeah, they're playing the EJ Witten game as an AFLX game at Amy Park. And I think it'd be a pretty funny concept to get like a few of the creators and play like a 2 15-minute halves curtain raiser. So I've tried to whack that up on Twitter and try and get a few, bit of momentum going with that. But fair enough, they probably don't want us having a kick before the EJ Witten game. But I think it would bring kids to the EJ Witten game because not many kids know who Damien Munkhurst and all that is. And then I think if we're bringing kids to the EJ Witten game, then dads are coming along. And I think if dads are coming along that probably wouldn't have gone, that's that's even better because they're the people that, need to get checked because they're probably in the age group. So I think it would be a positive if we could get some creators, Twisty, Cook. We get the True Footy boys, the pair. Your Lukey Kidge, he'd come for a run around. So if we could have like a creators game that was before the EJ Witten game, I would hope that would bring more kids. And if more kids came, I would hope that would bring more dads. And if more dads came, I would hope more people get checked for prostate cancer. So I don't know. I wrote it on Twitter. It probably won't happen, but I think that would be cool. We could all make some great content out of it. I'd put the full game replay on my channel. I don't know. It's up to them, but we'd obviously be very, very keen. Yeah, in Victoria, mate, I am. Come to Perth and watch the Dockers. I reckon I'll come to Perth next year. Booksy Dad said it's snowing at the footy. Yeah, it is. Will Gold Coast shut down soon? I hope not, but if Gold Coast left for a Tasmanian team, I'd be happy because I reckon Tassie would be cool. What are your thoughts on AFLX being dropped? Not a big loss, Michaela. It wasn't right. Yo, Kados, I have a prelim final on Sunday. Good on you, C. Balding 78. Good luck, brother. Sammy GFC, will you know him, Kados? He did a video with you. Yeah, I know Sammy GFC. He's a good man, great man. Best player of all time, asks Alex. And I would have to say Ricky Pettard or Jimmy Tumpus. Or Jordan Gisberts. Who is my favourite YouTuber? Well, Joe Weller, probably. But he hasn't uploaded... he doesn't upload anymore, which is a little bit disappointing. So I would normally say Joseph. Who else do I watch? Probably Cody Coe. I love Noel Miller. The two Tiny Meat Gang boys from United States. I reckon Logan Paul, probably not one of my favourites, but I do watch a lot of him. I reckon he's come back quite nicely over the last 3 or 4 months. I don't really like KSI. I don't know. I like the hashtag lads. I watch a bit of their stuff, but Calix, I reckon Calix is pretty cool. But the sidemen irk me a little bit. They get on my nerves a little bit. Have you guys seen Andrew Schultz, the stand-up comedian? He's probably one of my... He's like a stand-up comedian, but he puts all his content out on YouTube, so... Kados, why aren't you in the AFL? Because you're a god. Realistically, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not in the AFL. But I would say the politics, probably. I just chose to steer clear and forge another path. No, absolutely. Was not good enough. Fitness and everything. But I do love footy. I reckon I was probably smart enough to play. Like, on a football field, I'm clever. And I probably had skills, but that's all gone out the window. I can't even kick a goal from 20 metres out anymore, so... Wearing Rivers kicks doesn't help. Geez, the Hawks could actually do this. They're up by 19, start of the third, but they're just on. And here they go. Nice run out of the middle. Nash weaves through a couple. Goes to... Was that Ricky Henderson? Chip over the top. Who's this? Scully from the goal square. Keeps it alive. I don't know what's happening. Hainsey gets it through. Favourite comedian? Is that a question or are you talking about Andrew Schultz? Can you make a gaming channel? Potentially. Like, I'm awful at gaming. So, that would be quite funny. Do you like NRL, Kados? That's Jackie Boy. I do. I don't watch it terribly closely unless like the State of Origin or Storm are in the grand final, which makes me seem like I'm a fair weather supporter, which I am. Like I really am a NRL fair weather supporter. But one of the players from the Melbourne Storm get around our content, which is sick. If you've heard of Ryan Pappenhausen, the Pap. Oh, Bonner out of the pack, quick kick, nice goal. Here come the Giants. Ryan Pappenhausen. He gets around some of the content. So, oh no, goal wasn't allowed. It was a free kick. So I've been following him a little bit closely this year just because he gets around my stuff. And he's going really well. He's potentially one of the rising stars. Like, could win the rising star, best first player, whatever it's called, in the NRL this year. So, that's pretty sick. Eating another greens cookie, cheeky by me. Well done, CJ. Pappenhausen is a jet. He's bloody quick. He is really quick. He loves AFL Evolution as well, so I'm trying to get him on a video. Bit of AFL Evo with the Pap. Been for any bevies with any players? I haven't. I'm sure it'd be a lot of fun though. Cados, who's your least favourite AFL team? My least favourite is the Cadders. I'm related to my mum. There's no chance. Hand nodded. I do not believe you. Brett DeLid's handball. Giants. This could affect their top 4 chances. Holly, would you ever consider coming to AFL Max in Adelaide? I would. Absolutely. Come for a bit of a kick. Looks really cool. Look at the blokes in the snow gear. That's good gear, boys. Cardman loves the potties, and his favourite episode was the last one. That's funny, because the last one, I was telling the gang earlier, we made the potty, sat there for a couple of hours making it in this little shed, this little room, and then we just looked at each other and said, nah, this isn't good enough. So me and Cook made another one. So it's funny that your latest podcast is our favourite, but our latest one almost wasn't the latest one, if that makes sense. But I'm glad we did it again, because it was so much better than the first one. Which is weird, because a lot of people would listen and go, oh, Cados and Cook, they're just chilling, they're just having a chat, how easy is this? But we are so critical on ourselves with the potties. Like, I walk away going, I don't even know if I want to put that out. And sometimes we don't put them out, we have to redo them. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm glad. It probably sounds like it's just a bit of a slap and tickle between me and Cook, but there's a little bit of work that goes into them. But I can't wait till, we work on them well enough that it is just second nature. Like, we can just switch on, get out an hour, make it entertaining, bit funny, and move on. But at the moment, it is like a conscious effort to work on them. When you're sleeping, do you use your hands as extra support under your head, says Clarkey. No, I don't. I absolutely hump the fudge out of the extra pillow that I have. Like big, like grapple spoon type cuddle is what this spare pillow gets. So no, there's no rest like with the hands, but it's like a real bear cuddle with the pillow. It's quite intimate, man, the pillow. Pie season savable, I reckon. Would you consider yourself as a green cookie fanatic after today? Honestly, Andre, mate, I thought Tim Tams were the GOAT, and I've been raving about them because I've had a sweet tooth. For some reason, in the last 6 months, I've got the biggest of sweet tooths. But Greens cookies are elite. Clip that, send it to Greens. Let's get a sponsorship. Greens cookies, where we? Unbelievable. Giants, they got to rock and roll soon. Zachy Williams takes on one, takes on two, and then fudges the kick forward. I think that was Stratton that cleared up. Who's 17? Is that Caden Brand? I'm not great with players' names. Howe. I get Howe and Brand mixed up all the time. Danny Howe. Right, that's poor by me. That's alright. Soon you'll be onto the cookies like the pillow. Shazza, you never know. You never know, Shaz. Daniel Howe. Yeah. I'm so bad. Like, back in the day, I used to know every number, every player, inside out, being absolute enough. And now I don't know. I still know every D's player, but I'm not onto the players like I used to be. I'm a bit more busy with my time, you know. And I've got an awful memory. Someone said, am I sponsored by the AFL? I'm not. I don't know how that would work. That would be sick, though. I have collaborated with the AFL, which is cool. Like, the biggest sporting organisation in Australia has collaborated with old man MacDonald. But yeah, that's pinch your arm sort of moments. Doing some more stuff with the AFL soon as well, which is cool. Me and Cooko are absolutely loving it. Can you believe we're at round 21? It makes me so sad, the pair. It's a weird one because I've got so much momentum this season and so much more momentum than I've ever had with this channel. So I'm really prepared to continue the momentum over summer, even if it's not footy related. But I still have that nerve that like, oh no, what if no one watches because it's not footy? But I'm ready to mix it up. I'm ready to have a real crack at an off season, and I'm hoping to bring out, I've been bringing out 5 bits of content. If I could still bring out 3 over summer, that'd be sick. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I'm really, really, really keen. To keep smacking it all out. Cardman22, what's the worst video you reckon you made this year? A couple of people asking what I'm going to do over summer, and I'm going to reply to that really, really soon. But I'm going to go through my videos and see what's the worst one I've made this year. I am so shattered. So I made the Battle of the Three-Peats video for Thursday, and I was like, AFL Evo, bit of nostalgia. Nostalgia. One of the great AFL Evo finishes that I've ever had. Really close game. I'm like, this is going to be like, a pretty good viewing video, and it's flopped. It is absolutely flopped. Some of my AFL Evos can get to 15, 20,000 in a day, and this one's stuck on 10. So that's a bit disappointing, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. The worst video I've made this year. The worst video. Alright. The worst video I've made this year. I don't know, because I've tried to... There's been heaps that haven't made the cut. Yeah, so there's been a few vids that I've made that haven't been up to scratch. I would say... I'd probably say ranking AFL commentators with Cook. I don't know, I'm looking at the thumbnail. I could have done a better thumbie. I also reckon, what did I do last week? The Sporkle. I hate that thumbnail. I thought it was a good video, but the thumbnail is irritating me. What other videos were bad? The Anthony MacDonald, Tip and Woody, the song reaction, I wanted to get out just to keep the momentum of the channel going, because I was sort of going a video a day during that week. So I was like, oh, this will be good, because people will be interested in my reaction, because people were asking, what do you think of the song? And also, so I thought I could answer that in a video, but I put it out and I was just like, is quality better than quantity? I don't know. But I don't know, I've been pretty proud of some of the stuff I've done this year, and I think I'm getting a little bit more consistent. Clarkey asked a little while ago what I'm going to do over summer. I think a couple of people asked. Good question. So, this is going in depth into my brain, but a little while ago I was really nervous of being just the footy bloke, especially just the parody guy. Like, I was really like, oh no, I don't want to be the guy who gets 20 views each video, which is what I was getting, and then gets, 10,000 each parody, and that's the only thing I can do, because I feel like I've got more to give than just write silly little songs. So then I tried to stop the parodies for a little while. Almost put a ban on them. Tom Scully's just kicked a goal, and they are out to 32-point lead. Hear the Hawks. So then I was like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to expect, because I've got more to give than just write songs. So I almost put a ban on the parodies, because I ended up doing like 3 or 4 in like a month when I first started getting views on them. This is like 3 years ago. And then I stripped it back to 1 a year, if that. And now it's about 2 a year, but I'm now trying to bring in original songs, which is what's coming out at the end of the week. I'm going to bring out an original parody, which is cool because I can put them on iTunes and Spotify because I wrote the music and made the song. So that's what I'm really excited about. And I think that's probably the next step, from instead of using other people's instrumentals, actually making original music. But yeah, I tried to say, I want to do songs, but that's not what I want to be known for, because I watch all types of YouTube content. So then I worked really hard on like gaming, which I'm not great at, but I've tried to bring out entertaining AFL Evolution videos. I tried to bring out personality stuff with me and the boys, and that probably started with the Yes No video ages ago. So yeah, and then I was sort of like, oh no, I don't want to just be the footy guy, because I'm not going to get 1 million subs from being just the footy guy. I don't want to get put into the locker. So then over last summer I tried to do different things. Like, you saw some skits, you saw some answering questions about America, you saw me and Cook do how to be Australian YouTubers, just something a little bit different, some mukbangs. So I tried to expand that a little bit more, but still wasn't really happy with how the vids were coming out. But over summer I want to do like so much random stuff. I want to incorporate a lot more cricket. I want to do a lot more gaming. Like, I want to do like a little series called Dumb Australians Play, and it's me and Cook playing 2K. It's me and Cook playing FIFA. It's me and Cook playing NHL. So still sporty and still banter between me and Cook, two familiar faces from my channel. It's just not AFL related. I want to do cooking with Caden, where I have like a little cook-off, because every time I do cooking in a vlog, everyone seems to say, oh, do more cooking. Because it's just funny. Like, one, everyone loves to eat, and I can whip up stuff that looks visually good. And I don't know, banter in the kitchen's just a pisser. So a bit of cooking with Caden would be good. We spoke a little bit about this on the stream, on the last potty. But yeah, I've got heaps of ideas that I want to bring out. I want to do weekly vlogs consistently. A lot of people say to me that it's some of their favourite content, weekly vlogs. And I go, I love hearing that, but I hate making them a little bit, because I just doubt myself with them. So like, I love making weekly vlogs because I like to watch them. But then when I make my own, I go, these suck, because who cares about me going to the shops? But then I watch other people go in the shops. So I don't know. I want to just do weekly vlogs pretty consistently, but I don't know, ladies and gents. We'll see what we can do. I want to do more like music stuff, because music's so much fun. So I want to do like another song in a day challenge. I don't know. I want to just really mix a lot of things up over summer, but we'll see what happens. Quality and quantity depends if we're talking about guys or videos. Caden, how far off are you having YouTube sustain you financially on its own? True Footy. Good question, True Footy. This is a real deep one. This is a deep stream. We've had songs. We've had it all, haven't we? Yeah, close, True Footy, to be honest. In terms of yeah, close. In terms of like not like a full-time wage, but it would be enough to pretty comfortably be a part-time job, which is all I really want at the moment. Like all I really want is enough to, you know, pay the bills sort of thing. So yeah, we're on the brink. We're on the brink. We're sort of, it'll depend how this summer goes, but yeah, pretty close to having YouTube being just my job, which is crazy. But it's also really cool because ages ago I used to think, oh, you need 3 mil subs to be able to live off YouTube. So it's cool that, like, you know, 25,000 subs to like 30,000 subs in, it can be a part-time job sort of thing. I don't know. But I got to get better at like making the most of what I've got in terms of like, I've got a lot of brand savvy people that I know that make the most of their posts on Instagram and make the most of their YouTube and get sponsors for this and can incorporate brands for that, even with like a small audience. So if I can get a little bit better at that, then I can, you know, make a little bit more of a living off YouTube. But at the moment, I just sort of like whacking the content up and seeing what happens. I don't really worry about the stuff outside of the content, which is what I got to get better at. The Giants are on the back foot here. I don't reckon they'll win. I reckon the Hawks are home. Hawks are 33 points up with 4 minutes to go in the third. Caden, have you got a new goal recreation challenge in mind anytime soon? I reckon I'm going to bring a goal recreation, a post-season parody, and a reaction to our season predictions out all during grand final week. And potentially Team DOS versus Team Rog too. So I'm going to start doing work to set me up for grand final week because I reckon that'll be exciting. Because grand final week could be Monday night, Brownlow stream. Tuesday, reaction to season predictions. Actually, that'll be hard because we predicted the Brownlow winner. Tough. Might have to do that later, actually. Wednesday, parody. Thursday, goal recreation sort of thing. So I want to make grand final week a really big one for the channel, but we'll see what happens. We're on waffling, but that's all you can do when you're a one-man stream, isn't it? True Footy, that's sick. Glad to hear you're close as obviously putting the hours in. Yeah, well, I thought I was putting the hours in last year because I thought, you know, oh, Joe Weller puts one video out a week. You know, I can do that. But it's not the case. Like, radio drive hosts put content out every day. 3 hours of content every day. So I sort of tried to think, well, if they can do that, and if I've got the time, why can't I get out a vid a day? And I thought, that's impossible. But if you can get a few days ahead, it can set you up. So that's why, like, Monday's podcast day, pretty easy to get done. Friday's live stream day, pretty easy to get done. So then, you know, on Monday when the podcast sort of takes care of itself, I can get my tier maker done. And then if I've got a podcast in tier maker on Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday I can put a bit more time into it. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's slowly getting better dealing with the load. And then, yeah, I always battle with Puopolo's kicked another. Oh my God, the Hawks are home in the third quarter. Yeah, I always battle with quality over quantity, or but I think if you can get a balance of quality like stuff, but a lot, then you're winning. So that's what I'm aiming towards. But also, I know that like one video isn't going to change anything. Like I'm absolutely prepared to grind out a YouTube career. because I would rather grind for 5 years to get 500,000 subs or something like that, and get a lot of views and a really loyal audience, rather than have one video that gets me 1 mil subs, but then I get 10,000 views after that. Like, I don't know. I'm willing to take the long road. Build a foundation, you know? I do miss Cooko, though. I wish Cook was here. He was sick. Just before the stream started, he fell ill, the fella. Do another game against Team Rogers. I think we are going to. If Hawks choke this, I will sleep outside without a shirt on. Riley Burke, I think that's the only thing. Be confident in yourself. That's how you'll produce the best content. I agree, Lockie. I do agree with that. But sometimes it's hard to be confident. Like, I was... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's alright. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. I'm nervous and excited for summer. But we'll see what happens. Oakley, how are you today, Caden? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Well said. Quality is just as important as quantity is just as important as quality. Got to head back to work now. Good stream. Good on your True Footy. Have a good one, mate. Do you like CJ? I reckon CJ's a gun. Kados, what's the best game you've been to this year? Probably when the D's beat the Hawks, or when we beat Freo. Couple of absolute rip snorters. Will you do more videos with Mac Fox? I will do more videos with Mac Fox. How good if we could have an AFL charity match in a couple of years? I think that is definitely in the realms of a possibility, Clarky. Any jobs outside of YouTube, mate? Like, is it in, do I have a job? I work at Kiss 1011 on the street team, but I've been a little bit busy with YouTube the last little bit to work, but yeah, I do have a part-time job. Are you a fan of Minecraft yourself? I'm a fan of, I'm a big fan of the creative mode. I don't really get the survival mode. I love being able to make what I want with all the tools at my, being able to use any block I want. Can you play AFL Evo or AFL? Because I probably can't play AFL Lily. I'm an absolute has-been, if we're going to be honest. Who do you think will win the granny? West Coast. How's the snow tonight in Canberra? Mad as. Yeah, what the hell? That's crazy. Kados, are you going to live stream all AFL games this round? No, I'm not. I'm not at all, Solomon. Sorry. I'm going to the D's game tomorrow, so if you're there, say g'day. But yeah, I'm not. The pair, I'd love the charity match. Mr. Centre-half back right here. Or centre-half forward. Yeah, I would love a charity match. If there's not going to be a charity match, I want to make more games of footy on YouTube. So I'm going to do Team Rog versus Team MacDonald back end of this season. And then I'm going to... So we're going to verse Team Rogers again because they had some excuses. Roger's bringing in some different ins and outs. And we will... If we beat them again... I'm hoping that Team MacDonald can potentially go to an Adelaide or something like that. Or maybe Team MacDonald could verse Team Football YouTube. Because like all the blokes that play in my team are familiar faces on my channel. And then we could feel like a Team YouTube full of like the pair, True Footy, Twisty, I don't know, and just play that 7-on-7 clearance game. I don't know. But that's my plans. But we got to knock off Team Rog for the second time. 3/4 time here at Canberra, and the Hawks are 6 goals up. Unbelievable scenes. Three-quarter time. Is it guitar time? F in the chat if you want the guitar. Probably the best stream, honestly. What a roller coaster. Yeah, someone wrote someone wrote something that made me laugh. Mike too, thoroughly enjoying it. You're a good man, Mike. I appreciate it. It's been a better stream than what I thought it would, and that's because of you guys. We've had like 120 watching most of the night, so I thought, without Cookson, you guys might jump off ship, which is fair enough because he's the absolute star. But that's been good that you guys have stuck around. Oh, the guitar's coming out. All right, what do we want? I don't know all my songs, so the guitar is back. I don't like if there was like absolute guitar purists out there, they'd be like, this bloke knows nothing about guitar, because I don't. It's like I semi got taught a couple of chords and then I semi taught myself, but Darcy Jones, no more songs. Sorry, Darcy. I want to make a football EP. So I've been in talks with Rog for a little while now, just because he's a good ideas man. But yeah, I reckon next year I'm going to bring out a football EP, maybe 5 songs, and the first one will be Back Pocket Plugger. I'll do one off my dome and then I'll consider doing the exclusive Back Pocket Plugger. Alright. 2018 was elite. Our defence was like concrete. Play any team and we'd compete. Every game I would watch I would say yeet. 2019, lots of hope. Round 21 and I can barely cope. I wish I believed in the Pope, cause now I've gotta wash my mouth out with soap. Cause the days have been real bad, and it's making MacDonald sad. And I cry after every game with Dad, and now I'm gonna rap like I am glad. Yeah. Caden went down to the forward line and he started kicking goals, but the injuries, they started to amount to an incredible toll. Now we're second last and people saying we should fold, and I'm gonna brave Saturday afternoon in the cold and watch us versus the Pies. Hopefully we create a surprise. I'm gonna go into the members and wear my suit and tie. I'm gonna eat some chips and gravy and join the Navy, cause I hope the D's can win, cause our season's in the bin. Mate, you singing is mint, guitar playing is over. Thank you, Thunderhawk Gaming. I appreciate that, but it could be better. It could be better. I gotta work on it more. This is so much fun, by the way. Like, it's clearly just a piss take, but it is this is so much fun. It's been really fun. Sing one of your parodies. I did a couple. Alright, so if we get some Fs in the chat, I'll do the song that is going to come out this Thursday. Unless you don't want to, like, if you just want to hear it when it comes out, then don't F in the chat. But if you're keen to hear a little acoustic version of it, I'll do it now for you. And it'll be our little secret. It'll be our little secret between now and then. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to bring out a footy EP, Back Pocket Plugger. I want to do one about like my team sucking, like my team shit, my team shit, my team shit. the chat. Cookson said, under deliver and over promise, but I'm excited that this song's coming out, so I will play it for you right now. But it's coming out on Thursday. The game's about to start, but I'll quickly do it. Alright. Just as the game starts. It's called Back Pocket Plugger. And it's about that back pocket bloke at your club who's just a bit of a battler. And there's a bit of a love story in there as well, but it's meant to be really like just take the piss, but I don't know. Alright, here we go. You'll find him at the pub on a Friday night. He's got a game tomorrow, shouts everyone inside. He's telling stories from the past, where he peaked as a teen. He might be playing twos, he'll do anything for the team. 'Cause he's a back pocket plugger, a back pocket plugger, a back pocket plugger. It's a Saturday morning and he gets his shoulders strapped. Leader of the pack, boys bunch up, let's do a lap. He's vital in defence, his fists are made of gold. His direct opponents filling in, he's 16 years old. All the senior boys do laugh as they all take the piss, but he has way more heart than anyone else on the list. 'Cause he's a back pocket plugger, back pocket plugger, back pocket plugger. 'Cause he's a back pocket plugger, a back pocket plugger. 'Cause he's a back pocket plugger. Here we go, the love scene. At the netball function, sees the wing attack, talking to the full forward, she wouldn't want a pocket back. As the function starts to end and the people drift away, she finds him in the corner, says, you played well today. You could have any other player, the captain of the team. Why are you talking to me? The only kicks that I get are free. 'Cause you're a back pocket plugger and I'm a back pocket lover. 'Cause you're a back pocket plugger, whoa. 'Cause you're a back pocket plugger and I'm a back pocket lover. You're a back pocket plugger, whoa. The Hawks have kicked another one here. The Hawks are gonna get home. Friday night footy. Oh, I say it, but I don't believe it. Back pocket plugger. Out August the 15th. Get around it. Yeah, so that's the song. Original parody. Take the piss, but also a little bit funny, but also a little bit, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's one of the first things that I've ever done that'll be available on iTunes, on Spotify, because it's actually my own song. People are getting around the new song. I rate it immensely. Thanks to the pair. Round of applause. Thanks, guys. Hooven Schmooven's off. Thanks for sticking around, mate. Were you thinking about your pillow when writing this song? I was, actually. I was. I definitely was. Elite, thanks Jake. Beautiful, thanks Michaela. Melbourne themes. I play Back Pocket. Love song of the year. Yeah, so I don't know. Original parody. Yeah. Coming out Thursday. I'm pretty excited. The Hawks are taking the P155. It's another boring stream. Forward Pocket Plugger as the sequel. How long has that been in the works? The pair, that has been in the works for 12 months. Me and Rod started writing that. Last year. And then I've been working on it since January. So I want to make a footy song. I want to make a footy EP. James Akers, is GP playing the wing defence? We are looking... So I've done a lot of the song. And a lot of the video's been filmed. But we are looking for the netballer for that final scene. Shazza, Wednesday is your birthday. Same. August the 14th. Represent. 51-point lead to the Hawks. This is unbelievable. Corey Maynard is retiring. Why? Cardman 22, 12 months. Yeah, so 12 months I was living at home with Rog. And, I was living with Rog and I was just sort of playing around on the guitar because we'd always just like stuff around. So I was just sort of just playing with some chords. And then Rog just goes, like, I'm just playing it because I just used to always pick it up. So I'm just like playing around. Rog just comes out of the shower with the towel around. He just goes, back pocket plugger, back pocket plugger, because he's a back pocket plugger. Whoa. And I was like, what is back pocket plugger? Like, one, I understood exactly what he was saying in one, like in one whole word. I can't even speak. But like back pocket plugger, for some reason I thought of like the bloke at the footy club who's trying. Like he's not a try hard, but he's just doing his own thing. Like he's just having a crack. Like he helps around at the club. He puts his head down, bum up. Like he's not a dickhead. He loves a beer at the footy. He gets around the ones. He loves the club. And when he said back pocket plugger, it's not like back pocket plugger is in like Tony Lockett, like the GOAT, but it's like back pocket plugger is in like just a battler, just a bit of a, yeah. So, gonna have a music video. Clarky, if the music video is not done, then I'll just release the audio. But if the music video is done, I'll release the music video. Song for Corey Maynard. Good call, Adelaide, the best. Alright, let's have a song for Corey Maynard. Alright. That's better. Used to play basketball, then went to the D's. I thought he would be in the midfield team. Has a nickname of a boy who plays for the Pies. I was hoping he would get 40 touches against the Tigers. His name was Corey Maynard. I opened a pack and got his footy card. His name is Corey. His brother got a free in the flag. Oh wait, no he didn't. No he didn't. Corey Maynard was gonna be a midfield gun. Now he's left. The midfield we have none. The Maynards in our team gives me really low self-esteem. Corey, I thought that you were the bloke to take us to the promised land. Now I'm just gonna have to barrack with a closed hand. A closed hand is a fist, and I hate that we always miss. And when you play your brother, I hope that you would kiss. I don't know. No, me Corey Maynard song's a bit subpar, isn't it? I've seen a lot of F's. What's the F's for? Sing a song, but the lyrics are the chat comments. Type F if you agree. The Pair. Do you wish you were a musician? I'm going to be really honest here, The Pair. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to try and channel my sadness of not being a musician by making parodies and then hopefully touring my parodies one day. No, I'm joking. Alright, F. Alright, write things in the chat and I'll sing about them. I'm just doing more rap songs. A little bit high, looking better than I better. Alright, we need some. Come on, we can do it. Caden collab with the 1975. Oh, imagine. Wait, someone wrote something that I wanted to read. Oh yeah, The Pair. Rank my rank my parodies. Probably BT Don't Forget Me, Jake Stringer one. Probably 2018 season rap, and then probably 2017 one. Alright. Sorry to anyone who's not a fan of the the subpar guitar sing-alongs, but to everyone else who is a fan, let's go. What are we doing? Boke. He's a leader and a gun player for Port. He goes to the game and always gets the pair support. He crashes packs and wins a lot of ball. And I don't think that he's very tall. The power, they will never choke. The power, they're never a joke. The power, they never drink coke, 'cause they've got an inspirational leader. Travis Boke, Travis Boke, Travis Boke, Travis Boke, Travis Boke. Travie B, he grew up in Torquay. That's where I'm from. Travie B, he played footy for Torquay. That's where I played. Travie B, he grew up near me. Yeah, he did. Travie B, Travie B, Travis Boke, Travis Boke. He's gonna help the power not choke, 'cause the power are finals bound. They're running faster than a hound. Something weighs a pound. There was a joke there that I missed. Dawson Simpson has stopped this goal from being a goal. Yeah, sorry. Ken Hinkley drinks Coke. That was a great line, Tommy. I missed it. You got to think on the spot. All right. Any other topics? Trav Boak's now not the skipper. He should be though. Any other topics in the kit bag? '86 watching. They're all starting to hop off. Play smells like teen spirit. Oh. Well, this is where the subpar. Something like that, isn't it? Oh, this is testing MacDonald's guitar skills. I'll get it. I don't know, you get what I'm attempting. Collingwood song, sing about the bond. See, Michaela, thanks for coming on the stream. Alright, the bond. Alright, here we go. Rap the D's theme song. Alright, the bond. Song about the bond. We'll go emotional. Love the bond here at MacDonald HQ. Been a great stream, guys. I can't believe we've gotten through the 3 hours. His name is Marcus, but no one calls him Mark. He turns it on with games after dark. His name is Mark, and he likes to kick goals and get heaps of touches. The bond will never let you down. The bond will always play well. The bond runs to the bench, says Bevo, I need a spell. The bond will never lose games. The bond has luscious hair. The bond, can you just DM me? I want to learn about your hair routine care. The bond plays for the dogs, and the dogs are a subpar team. But the one thing that I know about the dogs is they're way better than the D's. The bond wins games with the touches that he acquires. And Ed Richards looks like his hair is on fire. I can help with the rhymes. Score review system. Score review song. Alright, score review song. Alright. This song is about the scores. And how they accumulate to meaning something. Oh, the ball. It goes real long, and here comes Lin Jong. He's touched it just in time, but the umps are confused. I think they're lying. They do the little replay hand gesture with their hands. They go up to the third bloke. Don't think he understands that you've got to press a button quick. Don't be indecisive. It's a crisis. My mum's a Pisces. She joined ISIS. Alright. Score review, complete pile pile of poo. That rhymes. Lost at the Link John line. Can we get an answer, man, up in the box? Can you clean your jocks? We need to know if it's a goal to Mason Cox. It was touched by Lin Chong, and now I'm singing this song. Can you get the score review? Working long. Score review needs to be within seconds. I know that an answer beckons. You're just doing your best, and it's a mental test. It's testing your reactions and your decision-making skills. But you might cost the game, and if it does, you'll kill all the fun out of the AFL, 'cause you're missing easy reviews. Something, Essendon, get off the juice. I don't know. A mummy song. Alright, mummy song. Look at this Shane Mumford. He hit you in the head, and now the poor fucker's dead. You've been mummified, and your brains are fried. You feel like you're high. Put your head over the ball 99% of the game, but if you pull out of the contest with mummy, I won't blame. I think that's a fair enough decision to make, 'cause mummy will knock your head to the year 2025, and you'll barely be alive. I don't think you'll survive. Song about Eddie Maguire. He works real hard, makes silly things said. Eddie Maguire, I think he's tired, and he should probably go to bed. Eddie Maguire works on the radio and the TV and everything he really wants, but he doesn't have the luscious hair of Mark Bond. Mummified. Jesse Hogan leaving the D's. Jesse left my team. I said, can no one talk to me? My emotions really sad. Jesse Hogan, you're not that bad. You were important in the forward line, and I thought that you were all mine. Now you seem to have run away, made a home back in WA, and you were playing some good footy, yes, but then you hurt your foot, and I hope that you get better soon, but I hope you don't play well against us ever. Cardman, Shane Mumford is a solid bloke, but not as good as Travis. Andrew Gaff hitting that Freo guy. It was a brain fade that cost 8 weeks. It was a brain fade that cost 8 weeks. It was a brain fade. It cost a lot of time. Andrew Gaff. Andrew Gaff. Crip song. That Andrew Gaff song wasn't very good, was it? We're battling. 3 minutes to go to this game. Probably the worst game. Probably the worst Friday night footy game. Just talking about Port Adelaide. I've done a couple. Have we got any more? Dusty. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. hit Andrew Brayshaw and completely broke his jaw. Great line. Worst game, best stream. Appreciate the pair. Thanks for sticking around, Kados. Thanks for having me, boys. All right, Dusty. We need something a bit meaty for Dusty. We need like a... Tried to grab him with my hand, but I didn't understand that he was stronger than me. So I tried to milk her free, and he pushed me off on the chest, and I laid on the ground to get a rest, 'cause my tackling technique was rusty. And it was the last time I'll ever try to grab Dusty, 'cause he played well in a premiership team, and they flogged everyone in 2017. And tats on his neck, yeah, he looks real mean. And I played footy as if I missed a bean, 'cause Dusty, oh Dusty, you're a gun. Oh Dusty wins brown blows for fun. Yeah, Dusty, he'll palm you off every time. And Dusty, something, Dad's crime. Didn't want to go there. I didn't go there. Dusty runs and he kicks goals. Dusty never pays road tolls. Dusty can walk over hot coals. Dusty's hearts he stole. Dusty's strength I'll never have. Stronger than Andrew Gaff. Dusty is the actual man. Hopefully we never pick Trengove over him again. Dusty has no stupid miles. I was gonna go there. What else? Those chords are cool. This stream in 3 points. Green's cookies. Kados's insecurity. Sharing the pair. Great call. Song about the Melbourne Renegades having more members than the Suns. Dersma's arrow. I'm going to get off soon. This is going a bit nutty. But I'll have a crack at Dersma's arrow. Dersma's arrow. Alright, what do we got? Boy, they needed started playing well. Thought they needed a lift. Zacky Butts started playing well. Then Dersma tried to lift the team, and he did his little arrow thing, and people said that it's not right. So the pair came and he started fights online. The pair went on Twitter, not bitter. He said that I'm not a quitter and I'm gonna back my Save Dersma in every day. He went on Twitter, not bitter. He said that I'm not a quitter and I'm gonna let the kid just play his game. He said that Arrow is unreal and I think that we should reveal a little Twitter profile pic. He said that Arrow is cool and everyone else is full, and Xavier Dersma is really sick. Really sick. Really sick. Then Dersma came out against the Tigers and he played an absolute blinder and he kicked a goal in front of the crowd. Except it was against the Bombers last weekend. Got my teams mixed up, sorry for that. And everyone said it's allowed. Cause Dersma threaded the eye of the needle. I wanna go buy a beagle and I'm gonna train it to do the same celebration. But I can't play AFL real well, so I'm gonna have to practice my celebration on my PlayStation. Because the pair went on Twitter, not a bit bitter, said I'm not a quitter, gonna back my boy Xavier Dersma in today. Oh, that was actually pretty catchy. Hey Kados, I saw you and Cooko at South Barwon game and I said hi to you when you were leaving. P.S. Can I verse you and Cooko in a goal kicking comp? Potentially, Brock, if you see me or the Cooks and Man down at South, give me the footy and I'll pump you. Moons, hey Kados, I got to go now, but it was a great night of limitless questions. But good luck to the D's on Saturday. I go for the Pies. See you later, Moons. A beagle doing the arrow. That's incredible. Yeah, imagine the dog doing the arrow. Oh, it's been a fun stream. It's been a really fun stream. We're going to wrap it up soon. Don't even want to leave this live stream. I'll pump you. We aren't here for that. Alright. What other songs do we have in the kit bag before I take off? Is YouTube full-time thing for you? Nearly. We're on the brink. We are on the brink, ladies and gents. Russell Robinson's song, please. I don't know. I don't think there was any. I think it was just Robinson. My name is Russell Robinson. This is for Cook at home. I'm the best forward in the world. I can kick. I like to. I can't remember the words. Eddie Betts. Great one. Great one. We need some more chords. I don't know any chords. I'll do it to one of Post Malone's song. See you, Darcy. It's true that Eddie's a star. He's won a few cars. He always seems to kick all the goals from any position with his eyes closed, hands behind his back. 10 plays in front of him, he snaps and it always goes in. isn't really smart. Should stick to playing Mario Kart. He dropped Eddie Betts, and I can't believe he did. That's poor. But then again, we dropped Marty Moore. That was not a good song to parody other songs with. Oh, I gotta wrap this up. This is getting really silly. The Hawks have won in an absolute landslide. I appreciate everyone who stuck around for the stream. It got a little bit silly towards the end then. Hopefully I got a couple of guests. It won't be next week because I'm going to the D's taking on the Swans. I'll be at that game. So no stream next week, but the week after will be the final round. So hopefully I can get a couple of boys on. But if not, I know that you guys will stick around to hear me take the piss, sing songs and have a laugh. So that's giving me good confidence going into the future. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who got around the new Back Pocket Plugger song. The song will be out on Thursday. So I'm going to whip up the video between now and then. Yeah, new song Thursday. So exciting times for the boys and the girls. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, really fun stream. So you guys are legends. I hope you have a really good weekend. If you see me at the D's and the Pies game tomorrow, just say good day and I'll have a chat with you. So yeah, really keen. Gonna be a good weekend, I reckon. Gonna have a few bevies, bit of a relax. But yeah, thanks for sticking around with the stream, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Cheers, guys.